Yo guys, what's going on? It's Ziro here. Today's video, I guess you can say it's a bit of a story time, I guess. And I'll try and keep it sort of Christmas themed. So, you know what? We'll get right into it, right? So, first thing I want to say is the town that I live in, it's a small town, you know. The town is pretty much the fucking city, right? That's the first thing I just want to say, because it'll make sense later on in the video. You'll understand what I mean when we get down into it more. But so me and my mate, right? My very good mate. He's probably my best mate, or one of my best mates at least. We decided to go Christmas shopping. It was maybe like 2 weeks before Christmas. This was like, keep in mind, this was when I was like 15, 16, something like that. And me and him, you know, we're not really people to go out and do stuff on our own without our parents. Not as in like we didn't do anything, you know, like we had to go, it's just we couldn't be bothered to go Christmas shopping and shit on our own. So this year we decided, you know what, fuck it, we'll try something new and we'll go on our own and we'll try Christmas shopping on our own. Now over the years I saved up a bunch of money, right? So I had, you know, I 16 years old, 15 years old, I had a lot of money, right? I don't have fuck all now. And pretty much we went down in town, and you know, that year I felt really fucking bad because I bought like £150 or $150, whatever you want to say, wherever you are in the world. I bought like a £150 present for my dad, right? And everyone else's present was like £20. So I felt bad for that, but I didn't really know what else to get my dad, and I knew he really wanted that one thing. I'm not going to say what it is. I did spend a lot on one person, which I felt really shit for, but I had to because I couldn't think of anything else to get him, and I knew that was one thing that he really wanted. But like I was saying earlier, my town is small, right? My city is small. The town is pretty much the fucking city. There's like a tiny bit where I live, just outside of the town. But you know, to be honest, the town is pretty big. But in the town, it's overcrowded as fuck at Christmas, right? So me and my mate, as soon as we got in, we just looked at each other and we instantly knew what each other was thinking. We was like, fucking hell, why have we done this? And so, you know, at Christmas, almost every town is overcrowded, right? But I'm not sure if it's just this town in general. My city, right, my town, people just love to fucking stand in the middle of like the fucking walkway, right? Like they'll just stand there and form a fucking big circle of people and talk to them for like 15 minutes and nobody can get past. This is what we fucking hate at Christmas, right? The Christmas shopping. I don't know if you guys enjoy Christmas shopping. I do to an extent. I like getting shit for people, but when there's so many people just standing in the way, like talking to each other, like you'll see each other at Christmas, like just there's no need to sit and stand and talk, especially when it's like 90 odd people in the middle of, you know, like the walkway of the fucking full town. Like it's an indoor town, so it's like it's quite overcrowded. But that being said, we went to, well, we decided, because my mate has a little sister, you know, we decided we'll go get her, you know, someone for Christmas, a little toy or something. And so we went to this place called Home Bargains, right? This place is like your general store where you get drinks, food, cat food, just a convenience store, I guess is what you would call it in America. And we found this one toy. It's like a steering wheel. And what happened was we literally we stood there and we played with it for like 30 minutes straight, and I'm not even kidding you, this shit was fun for some reason. I don't know why we found it fun, but it was fun. And we were like 15, 16. Keep in mind, this thing was meant for like fucking 3-year-olds. We literally stood there laughing hard as fuck, right? Because we knew it was so fucking stupid that we were playing with this thing. And it was like a little toy steering wheel that made fucking animal noises, and you know, you could put it into like a French mode that would do it in French and shit. And I don't know why we had so much fun with it, right? But we did. And so we thought, you know, if we had fun with it, surely she'd have fun with it. So what we did was we ended up going to the counter, you know, we bought it, and the guy asked if we wanted a bag. So obviously we wanted a bag because it's a big toy, right? It was quite, you know, I wouldn't say it's heavy because it was like hollow plastic, and obviously the components and shit inside of it. So it wasn't heavy, it was big, and carrying that shit around is just, it's not necessary, right? So he decided to get a bag, and I kid you not, this fucking guy gave him, I'm trying to think of a comparison that I could do. Say the toy was like the size of a single radiator, right? Maybe a little bit smaller, right? Or a little bit smaller than a single radiator. A small single radiator. And this guy gives him the bag the size of a fucking PS4. I kid you not, like the bag is smaller than the actual thing itself. And they did have bigger bags, you could see them in the back. And you know, me and my friend, we're not like disrespectful people, you know, we wouldn't be like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, like, we wouldn't really complain about something because we feel like there's no need in it and it's just too much hassle for what the outcome could be. I completely changed now. If I need to fucking rant at someone, I'll rant at someone. If I need to get a bigger bag, you know, I'll say, yo, can I get a bigger bag? There's no harm in saying it, but we were young, you know, we didn't know really what the fuck we were doing. And yeah, so we got the toy, and we decided, you know what, just take the bag, there's no point in causing a hassle over it. And what happened is we went downstairs, down the escalator, and we went into this corner to try and fit the toy into the bag. And oh my god, you know, we were both sitting in the corner fucking fighting, trying to get the toy into the bag. And there was we managed to get it in, luckily, somehow. I don't know how, but we managed to like fucking stomp it into the bag and then punch it into the bag and shit. Like literally we were fucking punching it into the bag. And he was you know, he was saying a bunch of shit like, oh, I don't know, it just made this whole situation a lot funnier. Like, oh, this fucker gave me a small bag, you know, he was forgot the word, but it's like he was mimicking him. Like he was like, do you want a bag? Oh yeah, I'll give you a bag, fucking small one, right? So that was that. Like, I don't know, it just made the whole situation a shit ton funnier, and I was literally on the floor, on my knees, crying with fucking laughter at this point. Now, I don't really know, you know, fucking, it was a funny situation, right? It might not seem like it now, but every time that I talk about this, I literally, like, I can't stop thinking about it. Like, once I think of it, I can't stop, and I'll just continue to laugh, because I don't know, it was just a funny situation at the time, and it still is to this day, in my opinion. Maybe you needed to be there to kind of get the feeling of what it was like that day. It still goes through my fucking head, and I don't know, it's just woof, fucking, I don't know, right? But this guy, fucking, my mate, still my friend to this day, probably will be for what I hope to be the rest of my life, because he's a good cunt. You know, I wouldn't let anything happen to him. And yeah, so if you're watching this, which I'm pretty sure you are, we're going Christmas shopping on Sunday, cunt. So have a good one. My name's Ziro. Peace.
Oh my, you're my broken love. Nobody's gonna save enough. Oh my, you're my broken love. So come on, let me